All right, hello. Welcome to the commentary for my Tom Cruise Mortal Kombat remix mashup sort of thing. Um, I know it's a little self-indulgent doing a commentary on, a music video shit post, almost more or less. I know that's pretty self-indulgent, but my whole channel is a little self-indulgent, and that's not a bad thing. But there's enough here. I think I can say, behind the scenes to make it interesting. Because I've had the idea for this for a while. I mean, I'm recording this, March 24th. And, I made this a couple months ago, all the way back in December. But I was kicking around this idea for a while, especially when Paramount has an upload of, a compilation of all his running scenes in 1 through 7. So thankfully that video took care of most of the editing. I didn't have to do much. I didn't have to grab the clips from any sources, which made things a lot easier. So this video didn't take quite as long as, a video like this usually would have. But they have a video on their YouTube channel, and it just has, while the composers have done fantastic work on the scores, it just has the generic Mission Impossible score. So I love the Mortal Kombat theme song, and I love, Tom Cruise running, of course. So I wanted to marry the two in this sort of way. And thankfully the video is all chronological, so it starts off, most of the clips are in order of the movies released. I thought this slow motion shot would be fantastic for the opening, we had the Mortal Kombat logo in the Mission Impossible font. I was sort of torn between doing more sort of edits like that to make it sort of YouTube poop-esque, more like high-paced, fast editing, but I sort of opted for more of just a compilation, sort of. And so I'll pause here. Some things, most of the things here I just put in just because for the effect or just to look cool. But I guess certain things, whenever you're editing something, it'll work better in the edit than you even meant for it to. Like the shot of him swinging and then immediately him cutting to the shot of, Mission Impossible 3 and him turning around. And then like here, of course I wanted to do it to the beat of the song. I figured this shot of his walkie it would have looked cool, zooming in and him slamming it. It would have looked cool, having multiple versions. So that's the only reason I did that. And then here, yeah, it cuts from 3 to 4, pretty seamlessly. Like I didn't mean for that to happen in the edit, but that's just the way it turned out. And here I feel like maybe I could have shown a couple more shots of him jumping, maybe like have like a couple shots afterwards of him jumping again and again and again, that would have been funny. But I decided against it. Of course, the first car flip right here, there's 2 car flips, 2 or 3. It's been a couple months. But I wanted to keep those in because then him jump in the car and at the end him and Haley Atwell is just too too great. And right here you can see a wire that's attached to him. I'm pretty sure that's a mistake that they left in. But who knows? It could be something else. Here's my favorite shot. And, it's a little obvious. I kept the whole thing in. I didn't cut anything from this shot. And I didn't want to add any more editing. I wanted the shot to stand on its own. And I actually kept it longer in the original version. To where whenever he goes up and the truck sort of stops him, and that's when I had it cut. But I was just like, it's already a long shot. It's already a long take. Or not a long take. It's already a long scene. It affected the pacing, and it was just like, I mean, it's already a minute long or so, and I just decided to cut it. I kept the whole song. This house remix is 3.5 minutes. So I fit the clips to fit the video. I didn't, fade out or cut anything at the end. So I think that, it could have been a little shorter maybe, and I could have put more editing into a shorter video, or I could have, had more of a compilation and had the whole song. And I wanted to have the whole song. I didn't want to sacrifice the music, which was probably the most important ingredient of the video, just for time or whatever. So and I love the shots of all these cruises running. And him running here, I think in Ghost Protocol or Rogue Nation, no. And then I wanted him running back, to sort of look like, oh, he forgot something, or he forgot his keys or whatever. And we have the second car slide with them running into the night, which is one of the best shots. I mean, it's so evocative, them running into the night. I mean, I love it. And then this is a great shot from 7. And this, see at the movies, I did in the Mortal Kombat font, and I just wanted a stinger at the end, I felt like it was sort of missing something. But that's about it for the commentary. I appreciate anyone who listened, and take it easy.